Okay, here we are back, y'all. Little camera glitch. So what I've done here is I've blended together the milk, 4 cups of milk, 6 eggs, and now I've got 5 cups of cheese into this mixture here. And I'm gonna add. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting my macaroni in there. I'm gonna mix it up, and I'm gonna see how much it absorbs into there. I may or may not have to add more milk now. The amount of macaroni I got is a lot. This is, I'll put my baking dishes right there. Okay, I've got, let's see, a 2 pound box of uncooked macaroni. So, that's a lot of macaroni. So anyway, those are the Muller macaroni noodles, and I'm thinking I'm probably gonna have to put some more milk in there, but that's okay. We're gonna play it by ear. I haven't made it like this in so long. I've gotten used to having all that cheese sauce already made up. So what I'm going to do is start adding my noodles, and I'm going to add some butter too. Got to do my butter. Got to put the butter in there. And even though the cheese itself, it melts down and does pretty good, but that butter flavor that you have in butter, you just can't. You don't want to miss out on having that flavor in that macaroni and cheese. So by all means, we're going to melt that butter down, and we're going to put some stick and a half of butter in there just to give it that extra added flavor. I'm over here, sous chef didn't have it done. So anyway, all right, sous chef, she's okay now. She's out of the doghouse with me. Okay, so now I've got that mixture ready, and I'm just going to start adding the noodles in. You know what? They are still very hot. I probably didn't even have to put it in there. So anyway, and again, the noodles were cooked according to the directions on the box. Oh, they're still very hot. So wonderful. This is a lot of noodles, y'all. Know I'm gonna have to add more milk. Okay. So we're just gonna keep. I'm trying to get it down to the point where I can just rake them in. Yeah, there they are. Right. Because all of this is going in here because I got to make 2 pans of macaroni. Okay. Oh yeah. Whew, that's gonna be good. If y'all could smell that cheese and that I don't know, macaroni has like a dry kind of ricey smell, that pasta smell. That I think it's the starchy smell. So we got all the macaroni noodles in there. This is, like I said, this is a lot. I'm making 2 foil pans of this. Get it all mixed in really, really good. We won't have to add more in there than I thought. Okay. Maybe I'll put another cup of milk in there. Mix me another cup of milk. Pour another cup of milk or another can of that evaporated milk. And I also have some, I got some half and half. I think I'll do half and half in there. But you see how that cheese is all incorporated. And then I'm going to go, when I put it in the pan, I'm going to go in between each layer that I put into the pan. I'm going to go between each layer and I'm going to add some more cheese. So I got 5 cups in there so far. I think I got 3 or 4 more I can put in there. Okay. And of course, my salt content. I'm going to taste it for salt content. Remember what we talked about many times before you put this macaroni and cheese. It looks good, it smells good. Make sure it tastes good, y'all. Please make sure it tastes good. Okay, y'all, so I did put 2 more cups of milk and another cup of sour cream and another stick of butter. So this is a lot of mac and cheese. Oh, and by the way, I did put a tablespoon of my complete seasoning. I had not put any complete seasoning in there yet. So this is going to be some good old mac and cheese. I'm going to go ahead and start putting it into my baking utensils and get ready to get it in the oven. Because, honey, time is ticking. When you got 3 hours to do something, when you get about 2 hours out, that time starts rolling off so fast, it gets real unreal. So of course, my baking dish is here. That's what I'm using. Okay, we're going to just start putting the macaroni into the pan here, like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put me a layer of cheese on top of each layer that I do. I'm going to put some cheese. I think I'm going to do probably 3 layers. Okay, that's the first layer. I'm getting that second layer going. I think about 2 or 3 of these. Yep, 3 of these per layer. Okay. And I guess maybe a 3/4 cup in between each layer. Make sure we have plenty of cheese for each pan. Well, I don't want to run out of cheese, that's for sure. But I don't need any more macaroni. Getting ahead of myself there a little bit. Okay, so this pan's almost done. I gotta do one more layer. Yeah, I gotta do one more. Not a big layer. We don't want it spilling out the pan, y'all. And we're just going to go back in here. Put cheese. I got 2 bags of cheese going now. You know what? Sometimes you can put, well, I say you can't put too much cheese on it, because I like to chase the macaroni as well, you know? So you understand. So that first pan is ready. I'm gonna put it over here, get ready to put it in the stove. Those ribs are about an hour in on cooking. And let me tell you something about good macaroni and cheese. If you got those noodles seasoned up real good, and like I said, I got cheese all in the macaroni itself, you're going to do okay. Okay. And we're just going to repeat this process until I get that pan full. And we're going to have it ready to go in just a second, y'all. Okay, the mac and cheese is ready to go into the oven. That oven is set at 375. I'm just going to bake this about 35 minutes because I don't think it's necessary to bake it all that long. And, of course, the little beigey stuff you see on top, breadcrumbs, just some Food Line Italian breadcrumbs, like a little bit of crunch on top of there. So we're going to bake it for 35 minutes. So here we go. By the way, I do just lay a piece of foil on top of each one of those pans, not to tuck it down, but just lay it on because I don't want the top to just, you know, just get too crunchy. But I put that on there to keep the moisture in. Okay. Okay, y'all, time to make the broccoli salad. I use an entire bag of broccoli. It's a 2-pound bag of broccoli florets, and what I'm doing now is just chopping into them to chop them up a little bit. I don't have to chop them up a whole lot, because when I get started mixing everything, I'm going to chop them some more anyway. So just the real big ones, you have to make sure you got to chop them up somewhat. Because once this sets overnight, well, why do I say that? Because I know this probably won't last till overnight. But anyway, I'm making the broccoli salad, and this is a 2-pound bag of broccoli. Usually I just make half of that, but since this Mother's Day, I'm expecting a lot of company. I invited a couple of my girlfriends that are widowed. And the children are out of town, so they might as well come on over here and eat, because my children are definitely in town, and they know I love to cook, y'all. They ain't got nothing to do with it being Mother's Day, honey. It's another day, but it's the day I celebrate, and I still like to cook. I just like, because y'all, if I've told y'all, I love my own cooking better than I do eating out cooking, and I don't feel comfortable when I'm cooking, having a gathering, having other people bring food in. My husband and I just never did that. We just never liked the potluck. I used to hate it at work, when you know how you, at work you have those potluck things going on. And Lord Jesus, sometimes you get stuff that you don't even want to even think about, but you gotta eat them because you have to ask people to bring them in. But that's just me. Now that's personal. I ain't being funny about it. It's just where it always have been. I don't recall nothing like that at home when I was growing up. Didn't know nothing about potluck when I was growing up. Mama just cooked what we have and what we didn't have. Sometimes we didn't eat. But the point was, by the time I met my husband, he's the same way. So we just matched up with that. He didn't like, if he invite people over, do not bring food to our house. Please don't bring food. Please don't bring food. Now, maybe a dessert or something, because we're not big. We've never been big on dessert. So if somebody want to bring a dessert, wonderful. Or some, you know, if you bring soda, we ain't, well now I'm not, I don't do sodas at all. You know, if somebody want to do a chip and dip, and over here by the time you eat, you ain't studying no chip and dip. Or most people don't want to eat chip and dip. So anywho, I'm cooking. I'm walking across the room because sous chef did not bring all the stuff over. So now I got my broccoli chopped up. Remember that one large red onion in there. Had chopped it up. Sous chef did what she's supposed to do on that line. Got that all chopped up. And the next thing I'm going to do is put about a couple of raisins in there. You can do blonde raisins or dark raisins, doesn't matter, either one. I eat lots of raisins because I love them in my salad. So, ooh, I'm almost out of raisins too. I won't take, you know, stuff like this. If I got plenty of it, I won't take all of it. So I'll leave me that one day next week. If I want a salad, I can throw me some raisins in there in case I forget to go to the store to purchase more raisins. I am groping now for my brown sugar. I put about a half a cup of brown sugar in there. I always keep plenty of brown sugar because I use for this purpose. That's about a half a cup of brown sugar. Oh, how come I can't get to a half a cup? That's a lot of broccoli, y'all. Yeah. Don't have to put any salt in here if you're a first time viewer and you're watching how I make this broccoli salad. Now this is broccoli salad for a crowd. And always while you're making it, just keep chunking in it because you want to get those florets kind of crushed, as I call it, crush them. So like this, sometimes I use my metal spatula that I don't have over here right now. But anyway, so and then it also helps you chunk your onions up. Now you can put bacon in here. Sometimes I remember to do bacon, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I want bacon, sometimes I don't. It doesn't matter. And a lot of times, unless you got turkey bacon, if you got company and you got somebody that's a vegetarian, then it's good to just leave the bacon out. And I'm leaving it out today because I got enough protein going on, including cheese. Now I'm going to put a little bit of cheese in here, which will kick that flavor up a little bit more. So cheese is one of the things that you can put in here. And also, I'm going to go ahead right now and put about 2 cups of mayo. Okay, that's about a couple cups of mayonnaise. Just right out the jar. When I'm cooking in bulk like this, I don't bother to just measure, but I do know that it takes about 2 cups to make 2.5 cups probably. I'll start out with 2 cups. That's usually on Sunday when I make this, I only use half a bag because it's usually just me and the kids and maybe a couple of people maybe drop in. But this time I got my girlfriends and hopefully my grandson is going to come, which is Tanya's son, Dexter. Hopefully he'll come and bring his family. So we're expecting a crowd today. I hope D'Anthony will show up. I don't know who I'm going to call. He may be floating around somewhere. But whoever comes, we're going to have a nice big spread here. Okay, after I get done with it, I got 2 more things to do. I've got to do the shrimp fried rice and the banana pudding, and we'll be done. And y'all, this broccoli salad is almost there too. I'm making it at this point so I can get it in the refrigerator because it tastes good after it sits a little while. And tomorrow, if some is left, oh my goodness, you won't believe the flavor by tomorrow. Every once in a while, we have a little container left, so that's how I know every once in a while what it tastes like. So, okay, y'all, this broccoli salad is just about done. I'm getting ready to put it in my container. I tasted it and it's seasoned properly, so it's ready to serve once it chills a little bit. So, broccoli salad, y'all, it's a done deal. Okay, y'all, we're getting the banana pudding going. Didn't let y'all in for the first part. I was moving. I'm having to stick and move at this point because time is ticking. I've already cut the bananas. Just like we don't do a lot of bananas in our banana pudding. We like cookie pudding. So I've just look in this entire banana pudding, 3 bananas. That's all we like. 3 boxes of so a banana to the box of to every box of cookies. Okay, we just never have. And okay, so what I'm doing over here, I'm gonna go ahead and get my pudding mix going. I'm using some. This is Food Line brand, and so to it, I'm gonna add a can of evaporated milk. I've got to add 8 cups of milk to this, so we're gonna go ahead and just get it going. That's 2, 3, 4. Let me get this over here where you can see what I was doing. Okay. This is all. Y'all, look, this is plain. I don't do the cooked pudding. I got a friend that does it. It's wonderful. I love it, but I don't do it because I just sort of doctor mine up like such. I go ahead and make the pudding mix for, I think that's 5. I think I said 4. So this next one will be 5. So this guy, it needs to be cold milk as well. 6. Put the rest of that. This can is almost okay. 7. So I need 1 more cup of milk in there, and I have my 8 cups to accommodate the pudding mix. Okay. And so, you just stir it until it sort of gets thick. Not too thick because you got to pour it over there. You want it to go all the way through your cookies and whatnot. So, I'm going to go ahead now at this point, and I'm using a fork to mix this with. And y'all know me, I add a little bit of extra sugar in mine. Because I'm going to put the, well, sous chef where I put a couple tablespoons of brown sugar. Brown sugar just does it for everything. Put a couple tablespoons of brown sugar in there. Couple heaping tablespoon brown sugar. Okay. We got so much going on here today, y'all. And I told you, it's amazing how that time starts catching up with you. It just does. I don't know how, why. And I'm going to put half of this tub of Cool Whip in there. And that just makes the pudding a little bit lighter, a little bit fluffier. That's all it does. And just make sure you beat it up in there really, really good, like so. You can use a hand mixer if you have, if you have one, if you want to get it pulled out. That's definitely a personal preference. Kind of wish I had it now, because that Cool Whip is just lumping, and I don't want the only part about not doing it is that the pudding will start to thicken on you. It's not too thick. It's still pretty good. This calls actually for a lot more sour cream, but since I forgot to put most of it in my mac and cheese, that's about a 1/4 cup. We usually in this 1 cup of sour cream, and this just gives that banana pudding just that. Somebody told me, I'm sure many of you out there have had this one with the Cool Whip and the sour cream as well. That's why I add the extra sugar, so we stay in keeping with what we're supposed to stay in keeping with. Sorry about walking away, y'all. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pour this pudding onto this. I don't want to get it thicker. Okay, we get ready. I do have a little bit. Ooh, I'm supposed to be pouring one more thing of milk in there. So I'll pour that other. See, that's why you have to kind of pull things off and back it off a little bit and see how it works out. That's all. It's all on the day's work, y'all. I'm going to go ahead now. I think this pudding, since I put that the rest of the milk that I needed in there, because that pudding is going to congeal anyway. Okay? Okay. Now I'm just going to go ahead and pour that pudding right on top of there. And I'm going to shake that pan around so that it'll all just go down through there. And that banana pudding is done, honey. All it needs to do is chill and set. Okay. That's it. I'm going to give it a few shakes like so. So the pudding will go all down through the cookies. This is one of those banana puddings. When time was ticking on me, I didn't have time to and you can just, you can open, you can go down through there and open, go down through there and just open it up. If you think it's not gonna get in there, if that fear comes upon you, just shake it around a little bit so you make sure it gets overall. And then you're gonna take the last half a box of crackers and put them right on, cookies rather. You're going to stick them right on top of that banana pudding. And you're going to have, and I'm not going to put any Cool Whip on top because everybody don't like the extra Cool Whip. If anybody wants extra, they can. I'm hoping I'll have time to do some homemade ice cream. But if not, we're just going to have banana pudding. Because you know what? Normally, we just don't do desserts a lot. Because by the time we eat, and this has been like this ever since I've had children, or family rather, and cooked. When we finish eating, we don't really want dessert. Even when I go out, it's a rare occasion that I will order dessert. Okay, y'all, so banana pudding is ready. I'm just going to shake it a couple more times to make sure that everything is down in there like it should be. Okay, we're just going to go around like that. Get that excess off. And we're going to get ready to put the rest of those cookies right on top. Okay. And this is nice and cold, and that pudding will go ahead and continue to set. And all we have to do now, there, I found them. Now is when you can sort of, you can kind of put your cookies on like that. That's all there is to it, folks. I think I need one more on there. What do y'all think? Right there. And there it is. It's banana pudding. It's banana pudding. Y'all probably thinking, no, it's cookie pudding. And that's what my kids love. Always have. Probably always will. Okay, we're done. I'm going to put some plastic wrap over and get it into the refrigerator so it can continue to set. So we're on to the next thing. Next up is the shrimp fried rice and the fried chicken, and I'm done. Okay, y'all, I got a good marinade on this chicken, and what I'm going to do now is just swish it around a little bit more. Make sure that milk is on there real good, and I'm going to dip it in this flour, and we're going to put it in the pan. We're going to start frying chicken, y'all. It is 2:36. So about 3:30, hopefully I'll be done frying these pieces of chicken. So, oh yeah, it's nicely coated, y'all. Nicely coated. So we're going to go and get it in the pan there, and we will be back shortly, y'all. Okay, y'all. Perfect grease. Make sure it's not too hot. Just going to start dropping those legs in there. think I can get, maybe, hopefully I can get 8 at a time in there. And if that's the case, I might be able to get away with 3 pans. Another one right there. What y'all think? Okay, I can get one more, so that's 4. That's 8. Okay. Yeah, I can get that last. I had one more sitting in there. Okay, it's a family affair, y'all. So, while that chicken is frying, I'm going to go ahead and get started on my shrimp fried rice, and that'll be the last dish of the evening. That chicken's going to have to cook a good 20 minutes. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next dish, y'all. Let's clean that up a little bit. Oh, this dinner is almost ready because you know the flavor train will be pulled in here in about a good hour. Okay, y'all, I got me a pan of sausage and hot dogs going in there. Those are always a crowd pleaser. My kids always love some good old hot dogs. So, they're going to get them today. And, of course, you know I've got Kale and Collards. Got to have a pan of cornbread going on. Good old pan of buttery sweet cornbread. My usual, this time I used 3 cups of cornmeal, 2.5 cups of milk, 3/4 cups of sugar, and a cup and a half of cooking oil, butter, or however you want to use it. For the one you want to use that particular amount. So that's getting ready to go in the oven. I got my chicken frying. The last thing I got to do, y'all, the last dish I got to make is that shrimp fried rice. I've already got everything prepped. So that bread's getting ready to go over here into this 375-degree oven. Well, I thought I had it on 375, but it went off on me, but it's going in there anyway because I got to get it off the counter. Okay. So the bread's in the oven. I'm going to go ahead and put these dogs in there. And I gotta get my ribs cut up. Forgot about that. I gotta cut those ribs up and put the barbecue sauce on it. It's already done. It's basically doing about 20 to 30 minutes. Sorry about all the noise, but I have to keep it moving, y'all. Trying to still doing a little cleanup. I have to keep this cleanup thing going. But anyway, hopefully the sound is not too distorted. But I'm gonna do the barbecue sauce on the ribs now. Then all I'm going to do to the ribs is just cut them into pieces and put them in some barbecue sauce and run them back to the oven for about a good 20 minutes and let that barbecue sauce glaze on and cook into those ribs so they're nice and savory. Can't beat a good old babyback rib. Now I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. Oven baked or off the grill. Doesn't even matter. So all I'm going to do with this here, y'all, pour that barbecue sauce into that bowl, and that should be enough to cover 3 slabs. Okay. And y'all know I'm going to doctor it up just a little bit with a little bit of brown sugar, of course, and a little bit of vinegar, and we'll have our barbecue sauce. Okay, here we are with the ribs, y'all. Get ready to get them sauced down so they can go into the oven for about 20-30 minutes. All I'm going to do to them, they're already cooked, done. I'm just going to take my meat scissors here, cut them, drop them right into that barbecue sauce. And this is what you do when you have a lot of stuff like this to cook. You know, you could ordinarily just take your brush and brush right over them. But today they're going to get cut, drop right in, and then I'm going to take my tongs and I'm going to take them right out. They're nice and tender, completely done. I had to let them cool down so I could do this better. So, you know, for all practical purposes, the meal is just about done. Just got to do these finishing touches. So that's just one slab. I got 2 more slabs to go. And when you see them again, they'll be in the pan ready to go into the oven. Okay. Okay, y'all, we over here at the last dish. Peppers and onions for the shrimp fried rice. Okay, we're on the downswing, y'all. On the downswing. Got that heat up real nice and high to saute those peppers and onions. Then the next thing you'll be seeing go in there will be the shrimp. This is the shrimp fried rice, so we got to get that going there. Got the chicken cooking nicely. Got that first pan almost ready to come out of there. I believe we're gonna be ready to do this thing right at 4 o'clock. I thought I was gonna run over, but I think I'm doing good, y'all. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So we're just gonna saute these peppers and onions, and like I say, in about 5 minutes, I'm gonna throw the shrimp in there because they don't have to cook very long at all. And of course, you know we put our complete seasoning on there. Make sure they're well seasoned. And the same thing on the shrimp. And I'm gonna put some. I got a little bit of this abalone sauce that I use on there. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of ginger in there, and we're just gonna have us a nice shrimp fried rice dish going on here. So stay tuned. Okay, now time for the shrimp, y'all. Just start dropping them in. Drop, drop. This is 2 pounds of medium shrimp. These are good size for, I don't have to cut them, at least I'm not going to cut them. They're all seasoned up with my complete seasoning, some garlic powder, a little bit of ginger, just a touch of ginger, y'all. Just a touch of ginger. Just a touch. Plenty of shrimp in that dish. 2 pounds, y'all. This will be a nice big old wok of shrimp fried rice. And I always put peppers and onions in mine. Some people don't like them, you know, leave them out. Even if you don't want any in it, just leave them out. Okay, we'll go ahead and seed. And I'm going to put about a tablespoon, not a table, but a teaspoon of black pepper just to complement. Woo! I didn't mean to compliment it that much. Top flew off, so you have to be careful with situations like that, y'all. And this is how we're gonna remedy this. We can't throw away that much shrimp. Just gonna take that shrimp out on that end, throw it in the colander, and rinse it through. And I'm not gonna even stop filming because this happens sometimes. The lid was not on that black pepper, so a little bit too much got in there. That back side of the pan is okay. Yeah, that's about enough for the whole pan right there. And we're just gonna let those continue to do what they're doing, and we're gonna get these ones that got overfilled. Lower that heat a little bit. All we had to do was just get them over there in the sink and put them in the colander and cut black pepper right off, and they go right back in the pan, y'all. Not to worry. Only thing with the seasoning, we just have to go back and do the seasoning again. There they are, like good as new. That's what I'm talking about. So, you know, when those little kind of kitchen mishaps happen, I mean, roll with it. I found some gyoza sauce. This is something that Tanya loves. Turn that heat up real high so we don't get too much condensation. We'll get a little bit, but that's okay. The rice will soak it up. Soak it right up, so. Okay. Try to get that heat way up high. Make sure we keep that heat up high so that little bit of condensation from rinsing those shrimp won't turn it into a broth, because we don't really want a broth. We're going to just saute But I got lots of rice to go in there. So gotta go back with my complete seasoning. And of course, some more garlic powder. Again, just taste them and make sure that they're like they should be. And then, you know, again, like I always say, make sure that before you put that food on the table, it's well seasoned. Okay, the chicken is ready to come out. This pan is ready to come out, y'all. I'm going to just start taking this chicken out, because I got to get rolling with the next pan. So I'm multitasking here, y'all. So all I'm doing is multitasking. The show is on the road and we got to keep it going, y'all. I said the show must go on. Keep these legs rolling, rolling, rolling. Okay, first pan is out. Okay. I'll let y'all peek at those in just a sec, y'all. They're pretty and brown. Okay, I gotta focus now on getting, making sure that the shrimp doesn't overcook. Okay, I'm gonna turn the heat off on that and go ahead and get the second pan, the legs cooking, because it takes a little bit of time to cook these chicken legs. Now these are pretty good size ones of that, you know. Pretty good size. So I am going to have at least 3 pans. At least 3 pans. Because I had like 28, I think. Yeah, 28 legs is what I ended up with. So I'm going to have 28. I'm going to have 3 pans at least of chicken legs. Okay. Okay, so got that second pan in, and then I can get back over here, finish this rice off. So 3, 6, 9. I got 9 in there, so that ain't bad. So I should have 3 pans, 3 out of 9 is 27. So good, good, good. Things are going well, even though I poured the whole box of black pepper. And like I said, not to worry when you make little mistakes like that. Just fix it and keep it moving. Now some people would have poured that whole pan of shrimp out. Not here. Not here. So we're gonna keep it moving right along. Do a little bit of cleanup right there. Need to check. I got cornbread in the oven. Let's see, it's moving right along. Got those sausage and hot dogs in there. So what I'm gonna start doing now is putting the rice in. And then I'll put the rest of my seasoning in. You see how simple it is? Once you get it going, so you have to get a little, let me taste that juice a little bit. Wonderful. And then I'm going to add some more seasoning to the rice as I put it in. So I got my Uncle Ben's rice over here to the side, y'all. Just start adding it in like so. I got a ton of rice too. I think I put in about 6 cups of rice. So we'll have a lot of rice. You know, when I cook rice like this, I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, we'll have some leftovers. But if we don't, that's all right too. Because when I cook, I always want to have a plenty. Let's start doing this rice like this. This is easier. Get it going like this. Because the whole pot's going in there eventually. And we're going to keep the heat on low, because what we're doing now, we're not cooking, we're mixing. Rice is done, the shrimp is done, sauteed onions are done, and I'm going to start adding in my different sauces and seasoning. Oh shucks, I don't know what that was. You know what? I looked over there and saw something rolling on the thing, and I thought it looked like a miniature car rolling on. Child, look here. Your mind can mess you up sometimes when you focus on. Now, why would a miniature car be rolling on my countertop? I don't know, but that's what went through my mind. So, I'm going to add some turmeric. That's about I'm going to do about a teaspoon of turmeric in there. And that's it. Okay. Then I'm going to add a little bit more, about another teaspoon of garlic powder in there. And you know, before we get done with this dish, I'm going to put that stick of butter over on there. Y'all already know that. I'm sure you guessed it, probably. Y'all probably was thinking, boy, she hadn't done a lot of butter stuff today. Well, I did it in the mac and cheese. And I'm going to do some in the kale, I believe. Oh, that was kind of rhyme, didn't it? Can y'all tell I'm getting tired? Okay, so I'm just going to continue to mix this, and when you see it again, it'll be ready to eat. I'm going to show you. Oh, Lord, my thing about to run out of... Don't cut off, don't cut off.
Where does spend that blue color? That little power over here, too.
I don't know, I'm going to have to do this. I kind of lost...
No, give me the old school. I know how to do the old school.
I lost my broom and dustpan.
I know how to do the old school. This is, look.
Okay, y'all, I'm in the kitchen. Dinner's almost done. I'm trying to do a cleanup, and guess what? One of my other children, Corey, came in,
Hey.
and look at him. He's down there. I lost the broom. Y'all know that I have a broom and dustpan. I lost it in the house, and Corey is doing. Isn't he cute?
How you doing, y'all? What's going on?
Yeah, he's gonna be on his. I'm encouraging him to do a YouTube channel now, so I'm gonna let y'all know. Y'all look, ladies. Look how cute.
What's up?
He's single too. And look, my other baby over here. Okay, y'all, it's Mother's Day. Keep those prayers going up now till the blessings come down. This is Mother's Day. We got to celebrate our mothers. I'm in here in the dining room. Nobody ever comes in the dining room to do anything. We all pile up in the kitchen. So keep the prayers going up now for the mothers. These are some gifts, some flowers, beautiful flowers for Mother's Day. And I just want to say one more time, Happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful, wonderful mothers around this world, and for all those beautiful, wonderful mothers that sacrifice the things that they sacrifice in life. So again, I love you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for supporting me through these times, and I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful Mother's Day. Hope you got you something good to eat going on. Hope that the people that you love and that love you are surrounding you on today. Again, keep those prayers going up, guys, so the blessings will continue to come down. God bless you and keep you, and God's peace in your life. Toodaloo.